Sophie Turner is part of the most famous TV show ever, Game of Thrones. Many girls would do anything to be where she is today, but sadly, in our heads, things are seen very differently. I was in a really special position, and I count myself very lucky for that, but I don't think I viewed myself as worthy of anything that I was doing. She was on the biggest TV show ever, and she didn't feel worthy enough. Does this sound familiar? We are beating ourselves on a daily basis, completely tearing apart our self-esteem, thinking that somehow we should be more, do more, that everybody's doing much better in life, and whatever you accomplish, you don't feel worthy of it. We judge ourselves first, before anyone does, and we become depressed, anxious, and scared of everything. We become smaller and smaller every day. Sophie's depression began when she was 17. 4 years into her role on Game of Thrones. She thinks that social media played a big part of her poor mental health. People made terrible comments about her weight and her skin at the time, and her self-esteem as a teenager was lower than ever. I would just believe it. I would just say, yeah, I'm spotty, yeah, I'm fat, I'm a bad actress, and I just believed it. She would ignore 10 good messages and let that one negative and hateful comment ruin her day. And when you start to believe those hateful things, you become the biggest bully in your life, and you let that energy affect every aspect of your life. And soon, you won't recognize yourself anymore because you let that negative voice inside your head to dictate and question everything you do. I would get the costume department to tighten my corset a lot. I just got very, very self-conscious. I'm so scared of being judged, even on set. If I see a scene on a different way to the way they were doing it, I won't say anything. I get so scared to say something. I don't want to say something and people look at me like I'm an idiot. Why do we fear other people's opinions? Why it matters so much to us? You can't be liked by everybody, so do what you have to do. Every great achievement was done with the courage to overpower and mute the voices of negative people who believed that it could never be done. Many of those voices actually come from jealous, insecure, and weak people who never take risks and are actually intimidated by you. So stop caring what other people think about you. You know why? Because people think about themselves. They don't care about you. They're so involved with their own lives and their own problems and won't think about you for more than 5 seconds. So why living in a fear of being judged? At the end of the day, they think about themselves, not you. So start living your life by your own rules. When you suffer from depression, the simple, mundane, everyday stuff become very difficult to do. I've suffered with my depression for 5 or 6 years now. The biggest challenge for me is getting out of bed and getting out of the house. Learning to love yourself is the biggest challenge. It's weird. I say I wasn't very depressed when I was younger, but I used to think about suicide a lot when I was younger. I don't know why though. Sophie almost lost 2 very close people in her life when they tried to commit suicide. I was withdrawn. I had no motivation to do anything or go out or even with my best friends. I wouldn't want to see them or go out and eat with them. I would just cry and cry and cry over just getting changed and putting on clothes and be like, I can't do this. I can't go outside. I have nothing that I want to do. But Sophie took the matter in her own hands and asked for help. And step by step, she's starting to feel better. I feel much better. I've been doing therapy, I'm on medication, and I love myself now, or more than I used to, I think. I'm learning what my hobbies are nowadays, because that was something that I stripped away from myself for years, because I would just do nothing and work. People shouldn't be ashamed of it. So many people are plagued with depression, anxiety, or body issues, and so if people just spoke about it, if people would just opened up to their friends even, their family, it would be okay. Other people suffer with it too. And all you do is you just have to speak to someone and you can get the help that you need. You can plague with therapy or if it really comes down to it, medication. You could change that. You could change that thing about yourself. People just need to know that It's okay to talk about it. If you keep it locked inside, it will destroy you. The best thing I did was just talk about it. So, what's your story?